See, like the lawman, I've told a few shrieking stories, had a few phone calls. I know what I ain't done. I ain't headed south of the border to the land of honor, to the land of tradition, a land of fine Corinthian leather, the land of Juan Corona de Vega. I never did tell you that Juan died at my hand. Yes, while we were arch enemies, we had an agreement that in the course of battle, were we ever to be wounded in such a way as to be totally incapacitated, totally a vegetable, we had an agreement that the other would sneak into the hospital and pull the plug, or in some way terminate the other's life, rather than to leave a man who had once been a proud warrior, a man who had once terrified La Tierra del Muerte and the town of Emahagua, a man who once commanded hundreds of banditos. How inglorious that he should end in the hospital bed, and likewise myself, a trained, proud gunfighter. I didn't want to spend my last few days incontinent, sipping Kool-Aid, and waiting for the edge of night to come on, baby. So we had an agreement that if anything happened, the other one would finish it. And sure enough, I read about it in the paper. Juan Corona de Vega, hospitalized. Prognosis uncertain. So I journeyed to that hospital. I climbed on the best horse, and I journeyed deep into the bowels of Mexico to that little hospital in Emahagua. And sure enough, my worst suspicions confirmed when I got there. I peered into his room, and there he was. Tubes coming out of his nose, tubes in his ears, tubes in his arms, tubes everywhere. He was lying underneath an oxygen tent. He seemed to be unconscious. Slowly, I pulled out my .357 and laid it up against his brain. I said, Juan Corona de Vega, you are a good man! And blam! I blew his brains out. Well, after the gunshot, the doctor came running in. He said, what's going on here? I said, I just saved him from a life as a vegetable. He said, vegetable hell? He was in here for an appendectomy!